get where you want to go, you must understand who you are. Who you are now is who you are until you choose differently. By becoming neutral is how you discover who you are. So in this video, I want to share with you the importance of neutrality and how by mastering this one skill is how you're going to manifest more effortlessly. Welcome back to the video, guys. My name is Ivan, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the importance of neutrality, not only in terms of manifesting, but to discover who you are. So let's lose the idea that neutrality is about giving up and not caring. Neutrality actually gives you the ability to choose how you respond, and how you respond is always who you are. Now, there are many layers when it comes to neutrality, and all of them are really to conceal the simplicity of neutrality, which is observing without judgment or conditions. You are that observer, and the ability to become neutral is found in the present moment. The present moment is reality. Reality is what you experience inside. In order for you to manifest anything in your life, you must learn to master the art of being present. We live in a world that is fast-paced with many distractions, and all of them are really for the purposes to take your consciousness away from the present moment, meaning you're more concerned with what you have instead of who you are. Until you discover the essence of who you truly are, manifestations will always seem like problems that you're trying to solve instead of the true representation of who you are. If you truly believe and experience that this present moment has everything you need, you will be more present. So the question is, what takes us away from this present moment and be neutral? Notice how the present moment never actually leaves. It's the only thing that there is. It's only that our consciousness is not present. The moment we are not present, we are unconscious. We are operating through the ego structure, which is the part of the mind that gives you a sense of self. The number one thing that will always stop your manifestation is when we act from the ego structure, which is the opposite of neutrality. Neutrality is all about letting go. Ego is all about attachment and expectations. It has preferences, biases, and judgments. It's resisting reality instead of accepting it to transform it. It keeps us in trance with our thoughts, concepts, beliefs, and definitions. What we really describe as the world is only concepts in our mind. This is what the ego structure really is, and this is how it keeps you away from the present moment by constantly thinking. When there is no mind, when you go beyond the mind, there is no world. There is only the present moment. Look around you. There is no world. The world only exists in your mind as concepts. You can only experience the present moment, not think about it. This means to think less and feel more. The present moment is the real reality. It is neutrality, the 0 point. It is you as the observer with no judgments, no conditions, and no thinking. This is where manifestations happen. In the now. Reality is who you are in vibration, how you constantly feel from moment to moment. It is your consciousness, which is made from light, sound, frequency, and vibration, which is all physics, and physics is energy. So how can we translate this into physical terms? Light is your perception. Sound are your words. Frequency is the emotions, and your vibration is the action. So reality is an experience of your consciousness, a particular point of view, a particular state of being. It is only from a point of view of neutrality that you can see, in fact, that reality has no built-in meaning. Everything is neutral, and every meaning is coming from our vibration. Unlike the ego, which reacts and resists reality, you are choosing the meanings that you give reality. Therefore, now you are exercising your free will to create consciously. Who you are is always based on how you feel. So let's say that you're in a state of being of panic, worry, and anger. Your meanings and labels will be placed in your reality in a negative way to justify and protect your state of being. Reality is meaningless until we choose what meanings we give it. The meanings we give it is the effect that we're going to get out of it. This is the nature of how the ego structure works. It wants to put blame, but it doesn't want to take responsibility for how it's choosing. This is how we've been conditioned to think and completely disregard how we feel. But our state of being is always the cause. You see, we live in a world of duality, and we've been taught and trained to see everything in black and white, good, bad, right, and wrong. Now, the ego structure tends to lean to the negative side because it is the mechanism that does protect us from harm. But since there is no real harm, it creates its own drama. The ego structure is the contrast for this duality, the world that we live in. And so it provides the opportunity for us to grow and to expand. But the ego doesn't want to grow. It just wants to survive. It does everything to resist and judge reality, placing these negative meanings to control our vibration. We create our realities by our definitions, labels, and meanings, and this is what we project out and experience. In other words, the meanings that you give to something is based on the vibration that you are projecting from. When we operate from the ego, we get imprisoned by our labels, concepts, and meanings. We start to define everything in a negative way, and we start to project based on that vibration. The ego structure doesn't care about your vibration and will certainly not help you to become aware of it. It is just automatic conditioning. It's a program based on survival. Only from the present moment and as the observer can we learn to neutralize everything, override the ego, and start to choose our labels, meanings, and definitions which will represent our vibration. So let's get into the habit of being in our proper state of being, the vibration that you wish to experience. Because manifestations are vibrations, which are all bringing you back to you, the real you, in the present moment. Ego is the only thing blocking you from manifesting, because manifestations are life itself, and ego resists life. It has expectations, attachments, and conditions. In other words, it wants to control instead of allowing things to happen. Being present is how you let go of those ego expectations and attachment. When you dwell in negativity, you emanate negativity, because energy is energy, can't be destroyed, can only be transformed. This means when we see something we don't like, we pull back into neutrality as the observer, the 0 point, and we ask ourselves the question, what vibration would I need to be in to transform this? Because again, you don't get your manifestation, that's ego. You have to become them. You get in life who you are in vibration. So let's say, for example, that you are experiencing your parents as negative and judgmental. You have to transform this energy by redefining and projecting them to be positive and happy. Even if they're still negative and judgmental towards you, you have to project what you prefer to see. You don't change something by hating it. You change it by loving it. Bottom line is that you have to choose different meanings and labels that you are placing in your reality in order to project it differently. All transformations happen within, not from reality. That is your own consciousness that is being reflected back to you. Until you simply know yourself as energy, you don't know yourself. You're acting and reacting based on the ego structure. We really have to learn how to rewire how we conceptualize the world. Now, it's the complete opposite of what we've been taught, but reality is made from our energy, and this is how we're able to project it. You're the projector, and your images are all your labels, meanings, and definitions that you experience in your state of being. So my advice to you is to focus on your energy. How is it that I feel? Your state of being, how you feel, is the only thing that matters, because it's what creates matter. So the number one skill that you must master to manifest effortlessly is to neutralize everything. Be present. Drop the meanings, labels, and definitions. Don't define things in a negative way, and choose who you are. Neutrality by itself is a positive because it gives you the power to choose your vibration. The biggest lie in humanity that we've been told is that we're just this body in a world separated from everything. You're actually the reality you experience in one single perspective. Look at it like this. You're in a hologram right now, and everything around you is the desktop of your consciousness. You actually live in your own reality, with your own meanings, labels, and definitions. It's only you in a hologram. Others only represent how you define yourself. Simply put, you are not in a body. You are in a hologram. This is why you can't reject reality, because it's your hologram, and you are choosing through your vibration. The present moment is the gift. It allows you to see through neutrality that you were never separated from your manifestations. They are you. Manifestations happen when you are being them. And with that, I'm going to conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.